Ernie Canelon, a Pan American champion in the team sprint, the flying lap and the sprint. He's the Venezuelan champion as well. So we obviously felt there was an infringement, so rather than make a big fuss of it, he just sat up and he said to the commissars, well, you must have noticed that, so you're going to do something about it, but we'll wait and see whether anything did happen. And here we are now with the ride for the gold medal between these two riders, Jeffrey Hoogland and Puerta. We have seen these two riders working their way all the way through to the final, and we've seen some fantastic sprinting between them so far today. Fabian Puerta in the colours of Colombia there at the front. Colombia with their magnificent velodrome in Cali. Means that this team are getting better and better all the time. Jeffrey Hoogland, we outlined a little bit about his previous performances in, just in his heat that we saw earlier. Let's see which of these riders is going to take the initiative. Hoogland went down the track there, and now he's got to get back on terms if he possibly can, but the Colombian rider really working this bike hard. He wants the gold medal. Hoogland putting in a momentous effort to try and go round the outside to take this one, but it is going to be 1-0 to Puerta. The crowd loving this sprinting. The Colombian rider is heading towards a gold medal right now. He looks really, really cool, doesn't he, today? Here's the replay. Hoogland working very, very hard to try and get back on terms with the fast-moving Colombian. Inside the sprinters line, that's the red line round the track, and Hoogland just did not have the pace to go with it. He has won some rounds of the Track World Cup previously in Cali and Colombia, in front of a home crowd. He also is a Pan American champion in the Kirin. And he was, of course, as we mentioned before, the silver medalist in the Kirin in Cali and Colombia in the World Championship. So Puerta 1-0 up. Jeffrey Hoogland, the youngster from the Netherlands here, has got to try and win this one to equal it up and take it to a third ride. Last little bit of instruction from his coach. 3 laps of the track to decide whether we see the gold medal going to Colombia or whether we will take this to a decider. So the tactics start to play out as Hoogland tries to hold Fabian Puerta up the track, but Puerta just says, no, you're not doing that, I'm going to move you down. These two riders are not giving an inch, are they? Almost shoulder to shoulder as Hoogland really wants to hold Puerta up the track. He does not want to give him an inch. Hoogland looking to now take the inside line. He has the initiative. He's got the red sprinters line. Fabian Puerta now going to try and go around the outside, but that is a fantastic performance by Hoogland. He makes it 1-1 as well. Well, we've got an enticing finish to these sprints. to decide the gold, silver and the bronze medal, because we will be going to a ride-off. Well, if you're fans of sprinting, lick your lips now, because we are going to see some really thrilling finishes to these rounds of racing. Hoogland intimidating Fabian Puerta there and holding him right up the track. Well, we're just hearing the result is under review here between these two riders. So it could be that Hoogland, because of his tactics there, could be relegated. Let's wait and see what happens. We'll just stay with this until we find out exactly what is going to happen. If Hoogland is relegated, then Fabian Puerta will be the gold medalist. There is not really in sprinting allowed to be any form of contact like that where it is meant. Of course, these riders do come in contact when they are so close to each other. Well, as you can see, the commissars, the judges, there in the centre of the track, waiting to make the decision. This is what happened. In fact, Puerta was the rider who came down the track and he leant on Hoogland. So actually, if he's relegated, then nothing would happen. But they were, look at that, elbow to elbow, just shows how close these riders are. And they're doing 60 kilometers, maybe 65 kilometers an hour at that point. Well, Hoogland was desperate to hold Puerta as high up the track as he could. Well, we're just hearing then that the result stands, so it is 1-1. There was no form of problem there between the riders. So we are 1-1 in the gold medal ride, and we are 1-1 in the bronze medal ride as well. There are lots of Colombian fans out. Hoogland just composing himself there. All these riders have their final ritual before they get underway. The final race then of this Track Cycling World Cup here in London, as we wait to find out who takes the gold medal. I don't think this one's going to take too long, because Puerta seems keen to get on with it. He doesn't want to have any playing around with tactics, any locking together. They are literally just going to go for it full bore and find out who takes the gold medal. No standstills, no messing around. This is going to be a straight, flat-out sprint. And Fabian Puerta is now going up the banking. Hoogland goes very, very high. Hoogland's going to try and dive inside Puerta, but he doesn't manage to do it. 1 lap to go. It is the decider for the gold medal. Hoogland going around the outside the long way. Puerta's trying to hold him off. Who's going to take this one? It's going to be a photograph, but looks like Hoogland took it. Jeffrey Hoogland of the Netherlands wins. He beats Fabian Puerta, the youngster from the Netherlands. That was a display of pure power. What a thrilling finish to the men's sprint. He wins the World Cup, the first time he's done that. And his coach is smiling away. He looks pretty calm about it. But Jeffrey Hoogland wins the men's sprint. Well, Fabian Puerta looked like he just had it in his mind. We are not going to mess around. We are going to go out. We are just going to race this one. Maybe that tactic wasn't quite right for him today. Here is the replay. Look, Puerta was leading out. He had the initiative. Hoogland actually at that point was holding back a little bit. He almost was just holding. Now he drives on, as they come out of the turn, just letting the G-forces help that bike round that bend, and now he goes for it, and he has the power, he has the speed, and he takes the victory by what? Nearly a wheel length there. Well, he's going to enjoy this one for a long time. He's going to remember London. And remember this young rider. Is he going to be a competitor in the World Championships?